Welcome back to Digibus guys. BT7 is in full swing, so here we have another X-Antibody Black. Blessing against hybrids. This is hybrid blue, and what's that? A yellow card. Yeah, a mix of hybrid blue yellow. Really cool deck coming out of BT7. A completely fresh idea from my friend playing on the right. Playing against, of course, X-Antibody Black, classic deck in BT7. That's the rookie. To reveal the 3 cards and add the X-Antibody Tamer and an X-Antibody card. Picks up the Alphamon but no Tamer. Dorugoramon is a really great card for hybrids. Really good to get them on the board on the first turn. Get the draw of the Alphamon when it swings for free damage. And there's a Tamer there. They should be able to start exploiting the Dorugoramon very quickly here. There is a Megadramon. Again, I don't see how it really works in this deck, considering that it is a red card that can't evolve into blacks because it's not a black card. It also won't give the inherent effect because X-Antibody Megas are not machines. They get the free memory off the Dorugoramon anyway with the evolution. I think they should have just started swinging while they can, considering that black can put out a lot of blockers, especially the Dorugoramon being an issue. But keeping the Dorugoramon alive is important to get the free memory. As well, as while it's still here anyway, the X-Antibody Mega can easily remove the Dorugoramon if it can swing, that is. So they're just getting in, no blockers right now. They get the Tamer off, which can get them more X-Antibody cards, and it is a memory setter too, so that might be a strategy change for the opponent here. Going into the blue hybrid ultimate, this is the one when swinging can bounce bodies back to hand by ditching a source to hand. Going into Kazimon for free with the Dorugoramon, and then for 1 cost will heal by 1. That's really cheap and really nice. They should have swung with the blue hybrid here to bounce the champion back to hand that's on the field, because yeah, this is why when they this will digivolve it and it won't get the effect of bounce, but clearing out the rest of security is important. Breath of the Gods. Luckily that was the last hit. Breath of the Gods has the effect where in security, the opponent cannot attack the player anymore. So thankfully it was the last hit, so the player can't keep swinging. Also, it doesn't matter if the player can't keep swinging. Removing 2 bodies with effects. I'm not entirely sure which effects are going off. The Mega will delete something that has 1000 times sources of DP. And then it runs over a guy. I'm not entirely sure how they remove the second body. If you guys know, please let me know in the comments. But a black player just needs to remove as many bodies as possible, which is what they can do with swingings. And then going into the Dorugoramon evolving, I think they should have just hard played it. I mean, memory choking on 1 isn't too important right now. But what's more important is the fact that they will have more bodies on board, especially with a rookie there they can evolve over later. Anyway, Koji evolving, going into a bunch of guys in the sources. Let's not forget that the Mega shouldn't really be there, but the fact that it's a red card evolving over black. Megadramon has other cards with the same name that is counted as black cards, and that's probably the confusion the player is having. I'll let them know later. But bouncing the Mega back to hand is really nice value, especially for only a cost of 4 or 5. Anyway, doesn't really matter the cost because the memory setter will put them on 3 anyway. There's the Mega coming back, the same one that was bounced the hand, and when it swings, it will put another source underneath it. It won't have anything to remove. Because of course the Mega on blue side has too much DP, but it will have a security attack +1, and they will get the draw, because I think they have the baby underneath it. No, I don't see it actually. They will get the memory gain when it gets the sources, and then the 2 hits because it is a X-Antibody. This is, I think, Iron Fist to remove the Mega here. Really good value, keeping them alive, of course, and they had that, and they still have the Dorumon. Here, reveal 5. If they can grab the ultimate, I guess they won't. But if they had grabbed the blue ultimate hybrid, and they can evolve over the Koji, then they could have went evolve over the Koji for free, evolve for ultimate, swing with the ultimate, then swing for game. But I guess they just didn't have the blue level 4 hybrid to evolve over the Koji. Unfortunate, but the Susanoomon will remove the Mega here, and now they're sitting pretty tight with all the security that they have. And even if the opponent has a lot of memory, and they can evolve over things like the Mechanoro because they're desperate, maybe Black can make a comeback here. If they're using memory on a black memory boost here, it's not great. If they're missing the card they need, then wasting memory on a memory booster in this desperate situation is not ideal right now. And yeah, that's a scoop up right there. So just play it out. I'll hit with the Susanoomon, blocked, and then hit for game. Yep, we'll go into game 2. Really interesting matchup. Having the Mechanoremon's really interesting going into hybrid format, because there are really good matchups for Mechanoremons like yellow, but then there are other matchups like blue hybrid, which can easily bounce it to hand, or stun it so it can't block or attack if it evolves, with the other hybrid cards in blue. So it does have a very interesting spot in the meta, especially as a tool for X-Antibodies. So going really cheap with this Mega here, and then playing the Tamer, going 4, hopefully digging for the Mega if they don't already have it. Grabbing the Dorumon will hopefully searching for the Mega if they don't have it already, and later turns. It also sets into 3 that Tamer there, which is nice. Going rushing in, trying to hit while they don't have any blockers. Revealing 3, grabbing the Jet Sylphie. I think they played a Strabimon last turn and didn't grab a hybrid. Strabimon doesn't care about color, so it can grab the yellow hybrids, but I think it's just lack of experience with the deck, considering it is the very first week of BT7. They will sharpen up their skills in the coming weeks, and once they become more familiar with their decks. So there's a Dorumon being played. I'm not entirely sure what they grabbed off it. Cheap evos for the Pupumon. That is a Nimimon, of course, and then hard slamming a Mechanorimon to stop the rush that would come in next turn. Because with blue hybrid having 3-4 bodies on board, get the heal of the Jet Sylphie, and then TK can grab any card of security, grabbing a Seraphimon. Seraphimon's really nice because it can evolve over the Jet Sylphimon here next turn, and then because he'd set the 3, he can hit with it. I'm not sure if Seraphimon is a 3 cost or a 4 cost. Going into Alphamon here, that's 3 cost, won't pass turn. And then it can swing. I think it's worth paying 2 memory here because, or any amount of memory, considering that they can have some big bodies on board. And this is, I think, 2 checks. Zoe will get a hybrid. Zoe is really funny, it can actually get the blue hybrids too. And revealing Zoe again, and we'll grab another hybrid. Yep, there's another blue hybrid. That's really nice for filling hands. And that is all the checks for that, and they'll keep hitting in. Just trying to get all the damage. There's a Susanoomon. Would have been nice to hit that Alphamon, but unfortunate. Evolving into a blocker here again. This black antibody champion here, it's a blocker if it has a X-Antibody underneath it. I'm not entirely sure if the baby's an X-Antibody, but I know Toy Agumon's not. Jet Sylphimon putting in work, gaining health. Swinging with Jet Sylphy, it's 7k. It would attack over the Mechanorimon, but of course Mechanorimon doesn't block. And healing back with the Seraphimon, it does look like it's 3 costs, so they could have swung with it rather than evolving it with the Jet Sylphy. I think that would have been more worth to get the 2 extra damage. But it's an interesting case because they might have blocked with the Mechanori. But if they blocked, you could have just swung with all your rookies. Yeah, I think it would have been more worth to hit with the Seraphi rather than and then evolving for the Jet Sylphy. And there's another Iron Fist taking care of the Seraphimon before it can hit. I think it would have been more important to get that +2 security attack off when you can, because removing security as much as you can before they set up too many blockers is very important. Bukumon. Bukumon's a really nice card to get at this moment, because having lots of memory means you can get plenty back when you evolve into the hybrids just like this for free. Really exploiting that. And then these guys can hit as well. Going to Jet Sylphy, healing again. This is going to be a bit of a longer game. Jet Sylphy hitting in at 7k, hits over the Mechanori and into a Mechanori into the security, and then playing another Tamer in the back. Alphamon, on suspense. They've got lots of hits in here and plenty of setup with the black memory booster as well. This ultimate will place another, I think, ultimate underneath it, so then this stack will be really strong. I think, yeah, black knows exactly what to do. Hitting into the Jet Sylphy, gaining 2 memory, and then they can pop the booster to evolve this ultimate into a Mega. There's the X-Antibody Mega, and then this can hit into security for like 3 damage, which is really, really big, as well as removing bodies on the board that might be able to evolve into things that can hit over Mechanorimon. Oh, there's another ultimate coming underneath it. This is 4 damage now, and it can probably remove the Bukimon. Yeah, that's probably the most important thing to remove. And it removes another guy. I'm not entirely sure how it removes the other guy. I might have to read up on the effects again. Anyway, 4 damage. The only thing live that comes out of security is Zoe, and the other player doesn't grab anything out of it. Maybe no hybrids in the stack, which is pretty welcoming by black. Hits into, yeah, Bukimon, that's not a hybrid. And then you see an option here, try to memory choke, but it doesn't matter if they put on 3. I think they just wanted to get the reboot effect off so they can unsuspend a bunch of guys. Anyway, black cleans it up really well. They'll go into game 3. It's a really interesting match going on right now. Really standard plays here. It looks like yellow, blue doesn't open a rookie, which is pretty common in this sort of matchup because, which is pretty common coming in this sort of deck list because you only have so many rookies in your deck in these hybrids. I think he only is playing like 7 or so rookies. But they do see his Dorumon anyway. I think they just wanted to see what would be in the stack if they wanted to search anyway before going into it. Black going wide while I can. I don't think their hand is set up for a tall Mega yet. So they are just setting up pieces, grabbing the Tamer. Tamer is going to be really nice for them because it is a memory Tamer. And it also searches pieces for them. Double Bukumon is really interesting because when you evolve with the Tamer, you will actually start gaining memory, which is exactly what happens here. Paying 2, but because of the 2 Bukumon, they will actually gain 4 memory. And the blue hybrid here will strip a source from the bottom of the champion there that is a blocker right now, I think. So when it swings, this 7k, use the effect bouncing the hybrid back to hand, bouncing I think it was a Dorumon, not entirely sure. And then stripping another source, yes, get all those sources out. No more Toy Agumon, which would normally give them reboot. Zoe here, searching the blue hybrid Mega. Oh, that's gonna be huge when they get another Koji out. Going into a black one. This is a blocker if it evolves over. No, that's the other one. Never mind. Anyway, passing turn, just building up, trying to get to the Mega. I think they have the Mega in hand now. Pokemon. I cannot believe Pokemon has stayed alive for this long. Just putting in so much work, getting so much free memory. Really smart turn order here, getting the Kyoji in the trash so they can get the Strabimon effect. Does Strabimon play Kojis from hand or trash? I'll have to learn later. Anyway, just going huge for game, Pokemon just being ridiculous, and that's GG. If you enjoyed this one, guys, I have another game of the X-Antibody already up on the channel, and I'll have profiles for some of these decks already up very soon. See you guys next time.